I was trying to explain this story to my family last night, and I'm not going to lie and pretend that I understand all the mechanics. I don't, okay? But I've been doing this a long time. And I remember 2001, and I remember 2008 when we were talking about bond tranches and CDOs. Outside of all the technical jargon, which may just kind of blow right over many of our viewer and listeners' heads, is there any indication in your reporting, you've been on crypto, you did it in Miami for a long time, great stuff, that there's some element of just out and out fraud here?
I mean, it's hard to know what exactly happened with Terra. There have been a lot of concerns for a while that as a stable coin, it wasn't actually that stable. As a so-called algorithmic stable coin, as you point out, it relies on kind of this sister currency, Luna, to keep it stable. It incentivizes people to buy Luna when Terra starts to weaken, and it incentivizes people to buy Luna when the stablecoin starts to get too strong. And what can happen, and what's happened with other algorithmic stablecoins in the past, is that as soon as confidence breaks on one of those, both of them wind up going down and no one wants to buy either. And so they wind up in like this so-called death spiral. And so there are some people who say, you know, people investing in this should have known the risks because we've seen this happen before, not with a stable coin this large, but we have seen it happen before. And then other people are saying, you know, maybe investors were misled, but also this is an area that doesn't really have regulation. And so the level of information that someone buying this has to have isn't necessarily the same as, you know, if you buy shares in Apple.
And I bring that up, and we don't know what happened here, and I want to make that very clear. Nobody's accusing anybody of anything. But I will say this, Caitlin, being as old as I am and reporting through 2001 and being one of the lead guys in 07 saying, watch out, here's what you know. Whenever you criticize something, and people tend to come back with either, you know, you're old, you just don't get it, you're not smart enough, when they divert, when they deflect, when they're not able to explain exactly what's going on, that is when, as a journalist like yourself, you kind of put your, you know, opens your eyes and say, what exactly is going on here? Who is Do Kwon, the man behind Terra? He's been bizarre on Twitter lately. What do we know about this guy and his company?
I mean, he has worked in tech before, and he has had this, you know, a nonprofit that he's helped start to kind of back Luna. He's the creator of that in TerraUSD. And he's been a very, very aggressive defender of it on Twitter, not just this week, but even before then. You know, people who have voiced concerns about the stability of TerraUSD, you know, he has criticized them, and some of his followers have really appreciated that because there is kind of this full-throated support of this project. And so, like, he has a tech background. There seemed to be a lot of faith in this project that it could maintain the stability where other algorithmic stablecoins failed. And obviously, as we've seen this week, that did not last.